This is why I've been feeling anxious, stressed, overwhelmed. You see all my crap? Which is not really crap. It's things that I typically will have in a house, but better organized. I have just shoved everything wherever I can because having a RV, everything's built in and you are limited to how you can organize. And as you can see, I have way too much for this space. And yeah, it's time to work and sort and organize and downsize because this has just been overwhelming for me to look at every day, and I've been avoiding. So it is time to clean this RV up. And now that I have the things that I had in the van in here, it looks even more crowded. Not to mention all the winter stuff that I am folding and putting up needs to go somewhere too. So what the heck do I do? Don't forget to subscribe. Well, as you just briefly saw, I have way too much for this travel trailer. And that's why I've been feeling more overwhelmed, more anxious, a little bit more stressed. And I need to arrange things, pare some things down, and yeah, I need to get started inside the RV, organize a bit better, because really all I did when I went to my storage unit and moved the things from the storage unit and brought them inside the RV is I just shoved stuff everywhere, and I need to do a better job of organizing and looking through what I actually have and seeing what I need, what I don't need, but I've just been avoiding it all this time. Granted, we did have a lot of cold weather come through and I didn't feel like doing anything in here, but now it's time. The weather is a lot better and I just need to get started. That's the hardest part. I just need to get started and start looking through exactly what I have and organizing a bit more. And it's a process. But like I previously mentioned, I will be keeping more than what I would like to keep in this small of a space, because pretty soon I should have my home base again, my sticks and bricks, and I will be able to organize all my kitchen and prepping stuff like it should. In here, if you guys know anything about RVs, they have built-in everything. So it's not really a lot that I can do without completely gutting and then redoing, and I don't have the time or the means to do that. I like my high bed frames, the metal bed frames, without the need for a box spring, and I have my system going. So I like those 18-inch high bed frames, the metal bed frames that don't need a box spring, because I put my 5-gallon buckets with food storage for prepping, I put those under my bed, and that is my long-term food preparedness for quite a few months, sometimes up to a year, depends. I kind of rotate the food, but that's what I like to have. And I've just shoved it under the dining table and it looks horrendous there. It just looks horrible. Then above my bed, these little bunks have a whole bunch of stuff. Whatever I could shove in there, I put up there, because I can't really store anything below my bed. That's where the big water container and lines and all kinds of stuff are there. So that's kind of useless at the moment. Same thing with the dinette. I only have like a very small amount of space. It's getting to me. And that's why I'm starting this series of less is more, to kind of help my mental while I'm going through it, share with you guys. I don't know, just kind of sharing my journey going through all this and organizing and just life is lifing, period. I don't know, guys. It can get overwhelming, but now I feel it's time to start and looking through all the things that I have, decluttering, organizing as best as I can. It is a little tougher to organize and leave what I need in here without it looking too crowded, just because what you're supposed to put in an RV and what you're supposed to put in a house sometimes doesn't match. The motorhomes, RVs, that already has built-in stuff that typically this is for camping. It's not an actual home, right? So you are kind of limited unless you get the whole thing and redo it however you want, and I'm not about to do that. I'm okay with cleaning it up and doing a little modification here and there, a little paint job or what have you, but complete gut job and remodel, I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna do that at all. So that is what I'm working with, guys, and it may or may not look like a lot to you, but when you have a space that is very small, a regular amount of things, even a minimal amount of things that would fit in a house, that would not feel so crowded in a regular house, feel crowded because this is a smaller space. So I'm gonna start working on that next. I felt like I should start in the van and kind of do that because it's less overwhelming for me than to try to take on this RV. So that's why I'm starting in the van and kind of working through that. And then next I will be working in here. And as I look around, I'm just like, oh my God, this is a lot. Like, where do I even put my things besides just shoving them in the top bunk where I wish I can just like put a curtain through it and not look at it. That's how I feel. I just want to like cover it and not look at it. And a lot of things I can't really use because I don't have the power, the electrical power to use them, to enjoy them at the moment. I'm very limited with just using my big battery, and maybe that's another reason why I feel a little overwhelmed too. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd share this quick video, just kind of showing you just a little bit of what I get to see. And like I mentioned, it's not a lot, but when you shove it into a small space, it looks like a hoarder lives here, and I get overwhelmed just looking at it. So yeah, this is my next project inside the RV. Thanks so much for watching Dia's Frugal Life. I'm Dia, and if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe for more future videos. Hit that thumbs up, put a comment on there, all that good stuff. You can also join the channel and become part of our coffee club. Thanks for all your love and support. Bye, guys.